Okay, this video is going to show you how to use a digital multimeter. We have two multimeters laid out here. I'm going to show you two different ways to use these multimeters to get the same measurement. Over here we have a breadboard, which your next video will show you how to use. And we're connected to a 5-volt power supply, and you see our red light. When we switch it to the on position, you see the LED comes on and a green light signifying that we have power to our breadboard. So these digital multimeters we're going to use for two things in this class: measuring DC voltage here and measuring our resistance, the ohms gauge there. You should never measure current using these digital multimeters. Notice also that you get an OL. That OL represents overload. So when you try to measure resistance, you're not actually touching anything with your probes. You're going to get an overload warning. Also, the digital multimeters are graded for 300 volts. So if you reach 300 volts, you're going to get another overload symbol. So the first measurement technique uses these two leads, these two probes. I'm going to show you how to measure resistance. And we have this resistor here in our circuit. When I touch both leads to one end of the resistor, you see that we get a 329 ohm resistor. That's the first method to use. Second method, we're going to use banana leads. We just put those into our digital multimeter, flip to our ohms, and then place our banana leads into our breadboard. And these leads are connected to these two wires, and now we can use these two wires much like we used our two probes here in the first method. So we just put our black end behind our resistor and the red positive end to the front end of our resistor, and you should see that again, if done correctly, we get 330 ohms. Measuring voltage, we just switch over to DCV. When we flip it on, you see that again that we have 5 volts coming in, and we have 3.22 volts for our resistor. If we were to measure the entire circuit, you should see the 5.26 volts that comes in from our power supply. A couple other things to keep in mind is that these are auto ranging. You see the auto here at the top. It lets you know that it's ranging, doing all the ranging for you. So you really, if you're measuring volts, you only need to switch to 1 volt setting, and it'll automatically range to the correct number of units. They're negative polarity digital multimeters, meaning that if we were to take our leads here and we switch them, so we put our positive to our negative and our negative to our positive, the only thing that's going to change is we're going to get a negative sign at the very front. These will also automatically turn off after 15 minutes, and there's a 5-minute warning. If they go inactive for 5 minutes, you'll hear a beeper. We want to save the battery life, so we want to make sure we turn these off when we're not using them. And if they have low battery, you'll see a little battery sign over here in the left-hand side of the digital multimeter. At that point, you're going to want to get another digital multimeter or have the lab staff change the battery for you.